Coming to you from the Lydia Media Studios in the heart of Lewiston, Auburn, it's Lydia's Lunch Bunch, LA's afternoon morning show with Mark and Pam. We're covering news and events in the greater LA area and talking to the people making a difference in our community. Feel free to share your comments, questions, or suggestions via email at podcast@lydiamediallc.com.
Today's show is brought to you by Ruper's Beverage and Redemption. When it comes to beer, wine, and spirits, don't botch it, squatch it. At 4 locations in Lewiston, Auburn, and Oxford. Learn more at rupersbeverage.com, and remember, the party starts at Ruper's.
We have the pleasure of being joined in studio today by a couple of ladies from the Sassy Strides Equestrian. We have owner Renae Samay. How are you, Renae?
I am good. How are you?
Excellent. Thank you for joining us today. And we have barn manager Cortney Allen. How's it going, Cortney?
Good. How are you?
Excellent. You're just along for the ride?
Yeah.
All right. Having fun so far?
Of course.
Okay, good. It's going to get bumpy. It always does. We are going to talk to Renae and Cortney all about Sassy Strides coming up here in just a bit. But before we do, let's take a look at some headlines for Thursday, June 4th.
The Sun-Journal reports that the Auburn City Council voted unanimously to end the city's participation with Lewiston in the Complete Streets Committee. The committee met once a month to promote and advise on transportation and public infrastructure matters, including pedestrians and non-motorized vehicles such as bicycles.
According to Auburn Mayor Jeffrey Harmon, it has been 7 years since the Complete Streets Committee brought forward any recommendations to the Planning Board or City Council. The Auburn Council formed a new Parking and Traffic Safety Committee with the goal of more public engagement, recommendations for pedestrian safety, parking management, and school zone safety.
Community Credit Union announced that it will transition away from full-service operations at its 144 Pine Street Lewiston branch. The decision reflects several factors, including ongoing safety concerns, technological advancements, and long-term operational planning. CCU plans for a future downtown retail branch at 40 Pine Street, anticipated to open in early 2027.
And the City of Auburn is launching its new automated curbside trash and recycling collection on July 13th. The city aims to educate residents about the change through brochures attached to the new carts when they are delivered this month, through its website and podcast, and informational meetings on June 11th, 25th, and 30th. For more information, visit the city's Facebook page. Now it's time for the weather.
Rain or shine, it's all okay. Grab your uke and start the day. You don't need perfect skies above. Hey, just a song and a little love.
That's not me.
Feel free to dance if you'd like. We got a couple more coming your way.
Plenty of sunshine today. We'll have a high of 84 and a low of 52. Cloudy tomorrow with a high of 83 and a low of 57. Cloudy with evening rain on Saturday with a high of 73 and a low of 55.
In sports, Peyton Tolley pitched 6 scoreless innings and Wilyer Abreu drove in 3 runs to lead the Red Sox over the Baltimore Orioles 8-1. They'll play again today at 1:30 at Fenway Park.
A physical education teacher in Saco broke the Guinness World Record for the most NBA three-pointers made in 24 hours. Ryan Martin, a.k.a. Dr. Buckets, made 11,115 three-pointers, breaking the old record by 412. His world record accomplishments also include the most free throws made in 1 hour, the most NBA three-pointers made in 1 hour, and the most NBA half-court shots made in 1 hour.
Ooh, go Dr. Buckets.
Yeah.
On the high school scoreboard in baseball, Leavitt beat Madomic Valley 7-3. Mountain Valley beat Oak Hill 8-5. Spruce Mountain all over Lisbon 13-3. And York edged Gray New Gloucester 5-4.
In softball, Lisbon beat Spruce Mountain 2-1. Madomic Valley outplayed Leavitt 7-6. Mountain Valley outscored Oak Hill 5-4.
And in boys lacrosse, it was Mount Ararat over Oxford Hills 19-6. That is your news, weather, and sports. And right now, it's time for the podcast segment that is Sweeping the Twin Cities. It's time for famous people birthdays.
They're famous. It's their birthdays. It's famous people birthdays. It's famous people birthdays.
Let's take a look at FPBs for June the 4th, shall we?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's
We're going to
do
start off. Ooh, look at this one. Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, look at that.
51 years old today. Are you not a fan?
Not really.
Oh,
No.
okay.
No.
Well, do you want to move on?
Whatever. Anybody else want to have an opinion about Angelina Jolie?
I don't think you'd like mine.
Yeah,
Oh,
see?
my goodness.
I'm not alone in that opinion, I don't
Okay.
think.
Well, we can tell you she's done some movies like Lara Croft Tomb Raider, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and Salt, and a whole bunch more. And I guess we're going to move on. Okay. Actor Parker Stevenson is 74 years old today. He
dat?
played, I'm sorry?
Who dat?
Who dat? He played Frank Hardy in the 1970s series The Hardy Boys. Yeah.
right.
And rounding out FPBs for June the 4th is singer and actor Michelle Phillips, who is 82 years old today.
Okay.
She was described by Time magazine as the purest soprano in pop music.
Oh, that's a nice compliment.
Yeah, she rose to fame in the mid-60s with the folk rock group The Mamas and the Papas, and they had that big hit single California Dreamin', which she co-wrote while married to John Phillips. They also have a daughter, China Phillips, who's in Wilson Phillips.
Okay.
A lot of Phillips
I did
going on
not know
there.
that.
Yeah. Well, you learn something new every day. On
Every day.
FBBs, Pam. Michelle Phillips also gained notoriety by famously eating a banana while her band was performing on live television. She wasn't, and the rumor going around was she wasn't really thrilled about lip syncing, so she wanted to make a mockery of it, and she just ate a banana while the song was going on, missed a couple of her cues, and a legend was born. But when she was asked about it, she said she was bored, and there was a fruit bowl nearby, so she just grabbed a banana and started eating it.
Okay.
Yeah, who knows? In 1998, she was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as a member of the Mamas and the Papas. Those are your FPBs. Now it's time for some OTDs. It happened on this day. It happened on this day. It happened on this day.
Is that your favorite one?
So far.
Well, good, because it's over. We have no more jingles.
22 years ago in 2004, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban was released. Love Harry Potter.
Never saw a movie. Never read a book.
Whatever. Does not surprise me. 23 years ago in 2003, Martha Stewart stepped down as CEO of her company just hours after being indicted on insider trading charges, including obstruction of justice, conspiracy, and securities fraud. She served 5 months in prison, plus another 5 of home confinement. Oh, to be stuck in Martha Stewart's home.
Yeah, what
How
a drag.
terrible.
Oh, jeez. I guess she got to count all the rooms in her home. Must have got bored.
Yeah. Let's see. 42 years ago in 1984, the album Born in the USA by Bruce Springsteen was released. It contains 7 top 10 singles, including I'm on Fire, Glory Days, and Dancing in the Dark. It spent 7 weeks at the top of the chart. That was a good album.
It was. Good videos, too.
Yeah.
You know the woman who dances with him in Dancing in the Dark, in that Dancing in the Dark video?
No.
Anybody?
No.
Courtney Cox from Friends.
Oh.
Amazing, right?
How old was she?
The
12?
things you learn. The things you learn on the show.
Yeah.
She was 11.
44 years ago in 1982, Poltergeist was released.
That movie freaked me out.
Oh, you saw that one.
I did. I was 12 years old. I shouldn't be watching movies like that.
No.
12 years old. It explains a lot, though, doesn't it, Pam?
Yes.
You didn't have to agree.
54 years ago in 1972, the Dodgers retired the numbers of Jackie Robinson, 42, Sandy Koufax, number 32, and Roy Campanella, number 39.
Jackie Robinson's number 42 is retired throughout baseball,
Yes.
so no one can wear it.
Very impressive.
Yeah.
89 years ago in 1937, Oklahoma City grocery store owner Sylvan Goldman invented the shopping cart.
Now we just need someone to invent a fix for the squeaky wheel.
Or the one that gets stuck.
Yeah.
Doesn't roll, so you're like having a hard time pushing it. So annoying. 130 years ago in 1896, Henry Ford made a successful test run of his horseless carriage in a nighttime drive through the streets of Detroit.
Those are your FPBs and OTDs for June the 4th.
Whether you want a sit-down meal or a grab-and-go, Pat's Pizza in Auburn offers delicious sandwiches, pasta, salads, and pizza at family-friendly prices. Pat's Pizza, serving the LA area since 1985. Open daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 85 Center Street in Auburn. Online at patsauburn.com.
Looking for a vehicle, but don't love the car shopping experience? At K&R Auto Sales on Center Street in Auburn, Frankie Campbell is known as your friend in the car business. That means no pressure, honest conversations, and helping you find the right vehicle for your budget and your life. Stop by K&R Auto Sales today and see how easy buying a car can feel when you've got a friend on your side. And now we shift focus fully to our guests in studio from Sassy Strides, Renae Samay, and Cortney Allen. Let's start with you, Renae, since you own the joint. What exactly is Sassy Strides?
So, Sassy Strides is a luxury equine facility that hosts events such as shows, educational clinics. We teach lessons, we do horse sales, we travel on the road to horse shows all up and down the East Coast. We also have the Bowdoin College IHSA riding team. So we do kind of a little bit of everything, but we're mostly geared towards like top quality care and instruction.
Wow. How did you get into this business?
Oh, well, funny enough, my mom had a great love for horses. So when I was really little, she would bring me to the barn with her. And it was, just something that kind of stuck after she had passed away. It was like the only way I felt close to her. So I got into it deeper and deeper. And, my dad always thought, well, good, if she's at the barn, she's out of trouble. He didn't realize the cost that caused. And one horse turned to 2 horse, turned to 3 horses.
Oh, boy.
Turned to collecting more in college and then moving back and starting a farm.
Incredible. And that farm is now, what, over 50 acres?
Yep. So the actual plot of land is like 49.7 acres or something like that. But we had bought that back in 2017, when the market was good. For the buyers, anyway.
Right, yeah.
And
be a little different now.
yeah, it was owned by a family that had lived there for quite a few years. They bought it probably in like the 1930s, I want to say. I did some research on it. And they had like 9 kids that lived in this 4-bedroom farmhouse with 1 bathroom.
Oh.
Yeah, so we have a farmhouse with the property as well as an old cow barn. Yep, and then we built the rest of it.
And when you say you built the rest of it, what is the rest of it?
So we have a new, built in 2020, 16-stall barn that has, luxury stalls. They actually have memory foam stall mats, hot and cold wash stalls, 105 by 200 heated indoor, with a viewing room that doubles as a full gym. We have a office area that has seating, full bathroom, laundry. The outdoor arenas are just ginormous. So
you're saying the horses are spoiled?
Oh, most definitely. I don't think they realize how easy their lives are and how good it is.
But they show their appreciation, I'm sure.
Yes, they do. Mostly by tearing down the fence.
Most horses that come, it's like a spa day. They're like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Oh,
I want to be a horse now.
Work 1 hour a day, and then you get to eat and sleep the rest of the time.
Perfect.
Oh, boy.
I like that schedule.
Keep talking, and Pam's going to follow you out in the parking lot. How many horses are on the property right now?
We have about 12 right now. Yeah. So a couple of them are sale horses. A couple of them are lesson horses. We do have, I have a couple personal horses. And then
who doesn't?
Boarders. Yeah,
right.
Well, I say personal horses. I have 7 or 8, but I don't count them all as that because, some of them are leased and some of them do lessons. So I just say that, the barn owns them. They're not mine.
How much work is it taking care of horses?
A full-time job.
It is a full-time job,
yeah.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah. Courtney gets there at 6:30 in the morning, And most nights, I probably don't walk out of the arena until 7 or 8 o'clock at night.
Cortney, what are some of your roles as barn manager?
I mean, I do all the grunt work as far as stalls.
Babysits me.
I mean, I do everything on the farm, from weed whacking to fence fixing to picking the prickle bushes out, assisting Renae, getting horses ready, anything you could imagine of upkeep of a farm. We kind of do it hand in hand, but I mean, there's something every day. If you think you have nothing to do, you're wrong.
Yeah. Always something to do. And it must be always different.
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, you have your normal routine
Yeah.
every day of the things that have to be done, but then every day there's something different. We might be building a picture wall one day, and the next day we're planting flowers. So it's totally different every day, yeah.
And how long have you been there, Cortney?
I have been there just over a year.
And how did you get into this line of work?
I have always been a horse girl. And I've worked the office job and sat at a computer and stared out the window, hating being inside a building, and just always wanted to be outside and with horses. I had actually gone to Renae for lessons and was just like, please hire me. Please, do you need somebody? I don't even care what I have to do. That's how I've always wanted to work with horses, whether it was in the vet world or just at a farm. It's just where I'm happiest, and I'd rather be happy than miserable inside.
Does your sentiment change about working outside in the winter? Or
I mean, some days it's not the best. I mean, you could find me sitting in a snowbank waiting for Renae to plow so I can shovel out gates. But I mean, I'm still happy to be there. Like when you're outside all the time, whether it's summer or winter, you get accustomed to it.
Yeah.
So I'll be cold, but by 3 days in, I'm like, this is nothing. Even now in the summer, yesterday, I don't think I even sweat at all. And I was riding a horse, and I was I don't even notice it anymore.
I don't work outside, so I go outside when it's cold, and I'm like,
Don't get me wrong. When I'm not working and it's cold, I'm cuddled up in a blanket next to the fire, and I'm like, I'm not going anywhere.
gotcha.
I'm curious, what is it about horses that is so appealing and would want to make you devote essentially your life to them, to caring for them?
Well, I would say biggest thing is they don't talk.
That's why Pam keeps me back here.
They have opinions, but they don't talk.
They have opinions, but they don't talk. And, it's crazy that you can have a relationship with an animal that doesn't speak the same language as you do. And they are really like big dogs. Mm-hmm. And they really, some horses will care for you more than you even realize. To the point where they take care of you and protect you when you're riding. So, if you make a mistake, I would say the bond that you can have with them is, no other. I don't know if you have anything to add.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree with that. We have some horses at the barn where they take to specific people, and those are their people. They're not bad with everyone else, but they really kind of gravitate towards people, and then you kind of build this special bond. They are not the brightest at times, but they are really smart. And like Renae said, they do take care of you. I've had a horse that quite literally would jump around me versus through me, so not to hurt me. And another thing is it really makes your husband mad when you have horses. That's kind of fun.
That is one
There it is, right
payback.
So that's part of the appeal for ladies.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah.
You can go to the barn and, there's a stigma to, okay, I'm going to the barn, I'll be back in a couple hours.
8 hours later.
Yeah, 8 hours later. You'd expect them to be gone all day.
What types of people are coming to see you over at Sassy Strides?
I mean, we have riders of, all age groups, all skill levels. For the shows, we have, just a ginormous variety. We offer everything from, lead line classes to, meter 30 jumpers. But, our clientele, we have people as far as, Saco and as people as north as Caribou that come to lesson and train with us. Mm-hmm. So it's a very wide range of diverse people that come and get training or do our clinics or live there. A lot of our clients are from Portland area. We have some from China, Waterville.
I'm curious about the shows as well. Like, what do those entail? I've never seen a horse show in my life.
So we run 2 arenas. One ring is strictly jumpers. So I guess a little rundown for jumpers is its fastest time with 0 faults wins, depending on like the card. Like there's different scorecards that they use and whatnot, but that's the gist of it. And then we have hunters and equitation, which hunters is judged mostly off the horse's movements and having a quiet and well put together round, where equitation is judged off of the rider's position. Now we have hunters and equitation that run in one ring, and then we run the jumpers in the next. So we actually just had a horse show last weekend, and it was chaos. It was the biggest horse show we've ever had.
Yeah. Wow.
We had 250 trips between 2 arenas. Yeah. It was very big. I'm very happy about it. Like, we want the shows to grow. Mm-hmm. It makes me nothing more but pleased to see it go in that direction, for sure. But, I mean, it's a lot of work. We love it. Last week, she was saying the picture wall. They showed up Monday, and I was like, I have this great idea. Get in the truck. We're going to Home Depot.
And we built it in, 2 hours?
Yeah.
Pending some pieces coming in?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I miscalculated on our plastic brush. We needed to cover everything, but good old Amazon fixed that one. So
Yeah.
we do. And then, setting all the courses. Cortney does all the office work and all the day of office stuff that goes into, getting people checked in, getting people signed up for the right classes, and, getting them their back numbers and on their way to the arena.
Do you compete?
Oh, yeah. Just not at my own shows because I don't find it to be fair.
Right.
Usually she's running around like a crazy person trying to coordinate things. She
Yes.
doesn't have time to compete at our shows.
Chaos manager.
So what types of events do you compete in?
So we host hunter jumper shows, but we also go away to hunter jumper shows. So like last month, we went down to Fieldstone Show Park in Halifax, Massachusetts. Next week, we actually leave to go to Saratoga horse show at White Hollow Farms in, I want to say it's not Saratoga is the town, but it's up near that area. That's where we're staying. And then in July, we go over to like Manchester, Vermont for Vermont Summer Festival. August, we go to a horse show. September, we go to a horse show. We're all over the place.
Yeah. How do you train a horse to jump? You just make them run really fast?
No. That is how you become a lawn dart. You do not want to run really fast. I highly do not recommend that. There's a lot that goes into it, but you do have horses that have the natural ability to understand what the job is and the task at hand without almost killing themselves and you. You know what I mean? There's a lot. You do a lot of pole work. It's a lot of flatting work, a lot of gymnastics, grid work, where you set up like a series of fences that are in a short defined distance and they have to canter through it before you really typically get to doing big jumps or courses that are long in that aspect.
It's a lot of work.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
It's a lot harder when they're trying to buck you off the whole time.
I've only seen shows on TV, really, and they make it look so easy.
Oh, yeah. The amount of time spent on that horse for that show, it's a lot.
By the time they're ready for TV,
Yeah.
you know what jumping's all about.
Renee's been helping me get one of mine ready, and man, it is exhausting some days. I almost got bucked off yesterday just trying to go over jumps, so...
Getting bucked off doesn't sound like a whole lot of
No.
fun.
Yeah, you take the punches sometimes. It's what we do to ourselves.
If you learn to tuck and roll or land on your feet, you're usually all right. At least you're not going to break anything.
So your next event over at Sassy Strides is June 27th. Right?
Yes.
Are people able to just show up and kind of be a spectator?
Yeah, definitely. We have plenty of room for people to stand. If you want to sit, bring a chair. I'm in the process of ordering bleachers, but we're having a freight shipping problem at the moment. And then we also have Some Baddest Barbecue that comes they're our food truck.
Oh, nice.
And they have some really delicious meals that they cook out of that.
Their
truck.
pork tacos are amazing, just saying.
Yeah. Come, get some lunch, watch some horses, go around the arena. It's a good time.
How long does it usually last? Like when?
So we start at warm-up started about 7 o'clock in the morning, and this past show we went till about 5.
Okay. All day.
Yep. All day.
You must sleep good that night.
Surprisingly not. I'm always thinking about the next task at hand.
Who's coming to see you for lessons? Is it mostly kids or adults or a good mix?
We have a couple of kids, but we mostly have adult amateurs. So, the kids' moms, they come to get away from the kids. And we have a good group of teenagers as well. But we don't do a whole lot of littles just because our price range is a lot different than a lot of the starter up-down barns is what I would say. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we have a good group of adult ammies.
So are you training adults that have zero experience on horses, or are you training?
Sometimes. Yeah, sometimes. Some people come to us, they rode when they were kids and, they graduated high school, went to college, got married, had kids. They haven't ridden in 10 years and they want to get back into it. A lot of those, as well as, people that are new and moved to the area that did it in New York or Massachusetts, Connecticut. We actually have some seasonal clients that they're from Massachusetts, Connecticut, and they come up here in the summer and they bring their horses. We get people that, their kids are going to boating college or Bates College and they want to bring their horse with them. Those types of situations as well.
Who doesn't want to bring their horse with them everywhere they go?
I mean, that is very true. I would if I could.
Right? I bring Lydia wherever I can.
Can you tell us about one of your most memorable clients?
Good one or a bad one?
Whichever one you want to share. I think most of our listeners are probably thinking bad one right now.
I think Mark is thinking, tell me the bad ones.
Oh, well, in the horse industry, there is no shortage of crazy people. I can tell you that. And I say that, and don't get me wrong, still love every single one of them, but there's some crazy stuff that has gone on. I would say probably the worst situation I've ever been in was a mother-daughter pair. I felt so bad for the kid. The kid really wanted to ride. She really wanted to do the wrong thing. I see a lot of the problems at home. So there wasn't a lot of support at home. Home life wasn't really safe for her. And, the barn was her great escape. So we had gotten her a horse that had been leased. However, I didn't trust the mother enough, so I made sure that the lease was put in my name. So knowing how crazy things happen, I wasn't going to have this horse that I had promised the owner was in safe hands get stolen out from underneath me. And as I suspected, Mom blew a lid one day and decided that while I was gone in Florida horse shopping, she was going to try to send a trailer to pick up the horse that was not leased to them. Oh, yes. So we had to chain the stall up, put the horse in the stall, chain the stall so the horse couldn't get stolen out of the stall, had to notify the police department. I had to have my brother and friends stay up all night to make sure that nobody pulled into the yard to try to steal this horse in the middle of the night. That is probably one of the craziest ones. To add to that, at one point, the parents had gotten into almost a fist fight in our driveway, and the police had to come to the barn. So I would say that's by far the most uncomfortable situation I've ever been put in when it comes to being a barn owner. But I will say one of my best clients is, her name's Kathy. Kathy is amazing. Everyone needs a Kathy in their life. Oh. She used to bring us food every day almost. She'd bring us sweet treats. That's the type of client you always want.
The one that brings food.
Yeah, she just knew, you know what I mean? Yeah. She just knew that we were hungry and we needed sweet treats. She always came in with a good attitude. She was kind of like the barn mom, if that makes sense. Yeah. She was there for everyone. She was a fantastic support system. She was encouraging to everyone. She was always happy. Even if there was a problem, there was no irrational behavior that went about it. She was just fantastic. She had actually ran a barn, in her younger years, so she got it. She understood, the stress that you're under and the stuff that goes into it, and, she was very appreciative of, all the time that we put in. Because, we did talk about how, it is a lot of hours. Most people think, 40 hours a week is a full-time job. 80 hours a week is actually a full-time job when you own a farm. And that's a light week. I can't tell you the last time I saw 40 hours.
It was when you were halfway to 80.
Yeah. Right? It was in my early 20s.
It was on a Tuesday.
Oh, great. Thanks for sharing those stories.
Yeah.
Certainly appreciate it.
Yeah.
One had a little more flavor than the other.
He won't say which
I
one.
won't say which. We'll let the listeners decide. Tell us about ladies' night dates over at Sassy Strides.
Oh, so we, in the wintertime, cold, dark, and gloomy, I told you we have the heated indoor. So we do these lady nights where we only allow it to 8 or 10 people just because the arena, it's big, but it's not big enough to host 20 people. They come in and we do like a big group lesson, whether you've jumped, haven't jumped, your horse has jumped, or you haven't jumped, or whatever the case may be. We do a big group lesson and everyone's very encouraging to one another. They horse around. This winter, a couple of them actually played tag. I don't know if you've seen horses gallop around the arena and riders try to hit each other with sticks, but it is quite entertaining.
It is entertaining.
Sounds like my kind of fun.
So they come up with different games and stuff that we play during those nights, even if it's not jumping.
It's definitely a good time.
Yeah.
And where it is a fun situation, because I've participated in it, you do things that you'd never thought you'd do or that you haven't done yet. One day Renae made me do a jump off with a tiny little 10-year-old on her pony with no stirrups. And I was like, I've never done this with my horse. I'm going to die. But you don't think about it. You're having fun and you just do it. And you're like, oh, wait, actually, this was great. And I didn't die. So it's a fun environment where when you're in a lesson, it can be strict, but it's not not fun. It's just you have goals you want to meet. Ladies' night is more we're here to have fun. There's no strict instruction. Just go jump the jump. If you don't do it, you don't do it. So it's kind of a way to let everybody let loose a little bit and still get to ride. So I enjoy them.
They're a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I have a blast.
I think we do laugh more than we actually ride sometimes, though.
I'm curious, too, how long it takes, how much experience you need on a horse before you start jumping.
Depends on the person.
Okay.
Everyone learns at a different rate. And, some people are more balanced and athletic than others. And riding's hard. Riding is not an easy sport. It's actually probably one of the hardest ones. The closest thing I can kind of relate it to is gymnastics. Because the balance that you have to have, the coordination, and you have to do it all while something is underneath you moving and then stay in their balance.
And that you're hoping is in a good mood.
Yes, precisely.
Because I'm sure that happens on occasion, right?
Yeah.
Horses get moody, just like people do.
The wind blows the wrong way. The tree's in a different spot. A bird. You never know.
Yesterday it was the crows were making weird noises in the trees.
What are some of the types of things that they do when they're annoyed? How can you tell?
Oh, I mean, my horse specifically likes to kick out and buck. Some of them spook. Some of them just might be really high energy. There's some days where we're like, what is happening? Is Mercury in the microwave? Because everyone is on edge. The same tree they've walked by for the last 5 days, all of a sudden is a scary boogie monster in the woods. So,
interesting.
I mean, you can get horses that kind of bolt, buck, pin their ears, just refuse a jump. They just
nope, not today.
They have their own attitude. They have their own opinions.
Right.
They all have different personalities, so they all have different things that will set them off. Or some of them are set off by nothing. It's the strangest thing. Some of them don't have a care in the world. They're unfazed. We have a neighbor that was blowing stuff up on the other side of the tree line, and we had lessons, and some of the lesson horses they wouldn't have been bothered. Any of the young horses would have taken one of us for a ride.
Cortney, what's your horse's name?
I have two.
Okay.
I have Miami. He's my fun little bucker. And then I have Scooby, who he's a work in progress. As Renae would say, I'm glutton for punishment.
How would you describe them? I know you just did a little bit, but how would you describe
Well,
Miami?
both of mine are off the track standardbreds, so they both recently did. I mean, Scooby literally stopped racing about a month ago from harness racing, and Miami, I've had him for 2 years, and he raced up until the day I got him. So their personalities are completely different. Miami's kind of like the young, annoying brother, and Scooby is like the big brother, but then who's scared of everything. He's very confident where he knows things. I thought for sure I was going on the ground the first day I brought him to the barn.
Wow.
So it's just like my horses are different because they've never been exposed to it. A lot of the horses at the barn, though, this is what they do, and they're solid citizens.
Renae, have you ever had a horse that you just had a really difficult time training?
Oh, yeah, I got one right now. I bought her the year I actually opened the barn as a project horse, and the moment I saw her, I knew I liked her, and I met her, and we clicked really well, but she has by far been the most difficult horse I've ever trained in my life. I don't fall off often, but this thing's put me in the dirt more times I can count. Every single person that's ever ridden her has been dumped by her.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Every professional I've sent her to, any trainer that I've had, any one friend that I've let ride her, she's dumped them. She's quirky. We call it quirky. And there's just certain things you never really know what's kind of going to set her off. When she's on and she's showing and she feels good, she's a winner all day long. She'll win the class. When she is off, you are going for a ride. I guarantee it. You better hang on. She's not much of a bucker, but she is a spooker.
Very quick with her
and
feet.
she's very quick. And she does this thing where she drops down, goes sideways, and basically disappears out from underneath you in the drop of a hat.
All right.
But I do love her.
I mean, why wouldn't you? Right? Love the name Sassy Strides. Where did that come from?
We have sassy horses. Yes, yeah. So when we had decided to do all the things we did, I was trying to come up with a farm name that stuck out because, like, kind of as I looked and I did a little research on, farms in the area and, just kind of looking at names. I didn't want to copy anybody else. I didn't want to have anything similar to anybody else. Everything was like, pine tree this or rolling oaks that, and I just wanted something that people would remember, and I had these 2 sassy mares at the time. We still have them, actually. And when I tell you sassy, they both have attitudes straight from Satan himself. And I just thought, Sassy Strides, like, it's fitting. It's named after them, and it kind of stuck. And then the barn colors that we chose were purple, black, and white, because purple is my mom's favorite color. So we figured we'd honor her in that manner. But yeah, that's how we came up with the name.
I like it.
Love it. Is there anything else about Sassy Strides that either one of you would like to mention to our listeners before we move on to our final segment?
Not that I can think of. You got anything?
It's a great
fun.
place. Come take lessons.
We do have a lot of fun. We have
Yeah.
a great barn family.
We do have a great barn family. I think that's one of my favorite things about the place is our barn family we have a great time.
If someone's just thinking about getting into the horse world, like, what do you recommend on how they start figuring out if it's right for them, kind of thing?
Find a barn that's local to you, and just start taking lessons.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a long time to learn everything because there's just a lot to learn when it comes to either basic care or safety in general. Mm-hmm. But just start, and if you'll know immediately if you like it or not, and you have that connection with animals, and it's just.
I think the biggest thing for me when I was a kid getting into it was learn the nitty gritty. Like, if you want to do it, like, know what goes into horses, not just get on them and ride them, but like their basic care. Like, it's like having a dog versus a plant. Like, you need to know how to take care of it, what goes into it. There's a lot that goes into horses. So if you just want to take lessons, that's great. But if you want to have horses of your own, get into a barn, like Renae said, see if you can have the opportunity to kind of do some hands-on work, clean stalls,
if it's for you.
Feed them. Yeah.
Not willing to do that.
Learn
stuff, then.
basic, emergency care, stuff like that. Because one thing horses are prone to do is get hurt. You can always count on one of them doing something stupid.
That's what Pam says about her staff here at Idiot Media.
It's bound to happen.
It's bound to happen.
Which one of them will it be today?
Where can folks go online to learn more about Sassy Strides?
SassyStridesEq.com. We have the show schedule that we show and compete at. We have the show schedule that is offered at the farm. We have information about our farm where it comes to lessons, training, boarding, sales. We have a page on there that shows horses that are for sale, a frequently asked questions page, and we also have testimonials. So if you want, to hear what our past clients have said, that's all on there. And then for the shows we have at the farm, there's a link that will bring you over to the New England Jumpers Association page, which is the sister company that actually runs the shows. So if you follow that link, it will give you all the information plus more about all the horse shows.
Dirigo Federal Credit Union is proud to call Lewiston Auburn home. Whether you're buying a house, saving for the future, or growing your business, we're here for you, right where you live. Visit dirigofcu.com and feel the difference of a credit union that truly knows LA.
We close out the show with a segment called 3 Random Questions, where Pam and I will ask you questions that have nothing to do with horses.
Oh, boy.
All right?
I don't know anything but horses.
Cortney, if it were not for horses, what would you be doing?
Oh, gosh. I've done a little bit of everything. I'd still be in the animal industry somewhere. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a vet or like a zookeeper. Something with animals. Don't put me in an office anymore.
You've been there, done that?
Yeah, I've done that.
Any particular animals that you'd be interested in caring for?
If it wasn't horses, it would be exotic animals. Give me a tiger or an elephant or something crazy. That's not your normal, give me something that's going to be a handful.
Okay.
And you want to feel like your life's in jeopardy?
She needs to meet Mr. Drew.
Oh, I've met him a few times from my kids.
Yeah. All right, Renae, what would you be doing if horses were not in the picture?
Oh, probably driving truck.
That's what I was going to say. I knew your answer.
I like driving. We drive all over the place. And I actually come from a big truck driving family, so I feel like it would be up my alley. And I definitely wouldn't mind a nasty Peterbilt, so.
Right.
All right. If you had to eat the same dinner every night for the rest of your life, what would that be? And we'll start with Renae this time.
Lobster.
That was an easy one. Just lobster? Anything else with that meal?
I love lobster. I could eat a steamed lobster every night for the rest of my life.
Butter? No butter?
Oh, butter for sure.
Okay.
This is a new one for me. Originally, it would be steak, but it's moved now to deer steak because my husband has gotten me hooked on venison. And whenever he makes a good deer steak, I'm like, can you do this like every day this week, please?
I could do that again.
Yeah, I could do that. Steak with grilled onions. Yep,
all right.
I could do that.
Okay.
I'm hungry now.
Final question. We'll start with Cortney. Cortney, if you could attend any live performance or sporting event in history and have the best seats in the house, what would it be and why?
Can it be horse shows? You said no horses.
I mean, we're trying to keep horses out of it, but if you really feel strongly about it, the judges will allow it.
I think, though, if it wasn't horses, the only thing that I would do, and don't hate me because I'm not really a big sports person, I think it would be a baseball game. If it was the Red Sox, okay, but again, don't hate me. More so just for my kids because they're like my son is so big into it. It'd probably be a baseball game.
All right. Where would you like to sit?
Oh, box seats. I want to make sure I got my margaritas during this.
So you want like full service?
Yeah.
Maybe behind home plate?
Yeah, that would be great. I really like behind home plate.
All right. Sounds good. Keep the margaritas coming. Renae.
Gosh, I was going to say like the tickets to the Olympics when it came to the show jumping portion of it. But I guess if we can't have horses in the mix, I would have to say Formula One.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Fast driving. I would love to see that.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. I'm not huge into sports, but I do like racing.
When did that start for you?
It was just kind of something that my dad had always gotten us into. Like, we used to always go to NASCAR races, and we'd watch it every Sunday. We had dirt bikes growing up, and I really wanted to race, but my dad saw me ride around on one and said, that's not safe for anybody for you to be out there doing what you do. So horses was really the main game. But yeah, no, I just always kind of liked it. My driving record reflects how fast I like to drive.
So you started out with NASCAR, but you prefer Formula One?
Yeah, I mean, I watch it occasionally. I don't really have, I guess, a lot of time on my hands to be too deep into it, but I watch it when I can. But yeah, I mean, to have the best seats in the house and the best tickets available, I would say that's where I'd want to go.
So you're sitting at the start-finish line.
Oh, yeah.
About halfway up, maybe, or down low?
Right in the pit.
I would say right in the pit. That would be sweet.
Yeah. I used to photograph at New Hampshire International Speedway.
Oh, yep.
And they were promoting an open-wheeled event they had there, and they had one car going around the track at top speed.
Wow.
And you could feel it in your seat.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can't imagine what it's like.
It's
to
crazy.
have.
Like sitting close to the fence at NASCAR is pretty wild.
Yeah.
My grandfather actually still has an old Busch car that they used to race years ago. So if anyone needs a race car, hit me up.
There you go.
Because we're still trying to sell the thing. It's in pristine condition. Has been completely gone through and redone. Comes with a bunch of extra parts, too.
There you go. We got classifieds right here on the Lunch Bunch. Renae and Cortney, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Thanks to Ruper's Beverage and Redemption for sponsoring today's episode. And if you'd like to be part of the Lydia's Lunch Bunch advertising family, reach out to Pam Ashby via email at pam@lydiamediallc.com. And congratulations on completing your first podcast.
Oh, thank you. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
It wasn't terrible.
That's what we aim for.
That's our goal, not to be terrible.
It's not terrible.
I
We're
didn't
happy.
mean you guys. I meant for me. Have a great day. And remember, don't bite your cat.